The kind of dust up late, you were close there on the bench. Just kind of what you see from Brook and Lyles and kind of how that went down.
Just unfortunate. I think it was a great game. A lot of good things happened. And so, impressed by Sacramento and the way they played. And, good for our guys to fight back in the second half. And I'm really not going to say anything about what didn't happen. It was just, to me, it was unfortunate.
Giannis with the 46 points tonight. Just what do you see with his aggressiveness after having a couple games off?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously he had a great bounce tonight, was aggressive, attacked. I think we got to continue to work on our spacing, giving him great, lanes and driving opportunities. So, but, when he has a few days off and he's able to kind of, take care of his body, get his lifts in, do all that stuff, we reap the benefits of that tonight.
Chris Middleton had 25 points in the second half. I see that he's played nearly 34 minutes. I don't know if that's as high this season, but just wanted to get your thoughts on him. He looked really, really good out there, especially that you could tell it was coming on in that third quarter.
Yeah, no, I mean, Chris was really special. He had a stretch in the third quarter. He had a stretch in the fourth quarter, down the stretch. The ball was in his hands, the execution, the decision-making, the shot-making, was high level. And, it's good to see Chris kind of, getting, that's close to what, you play in a game, in a regular season game. So, I think he played the whole fourth quarter, which is, another kind of a good sign for him. And, we just got to continue to grow. The execution down the stretch was good.
Coach, I know, Brook is up there high as far as being a defensive player of the season, but his ability to make players change their shot, make the opposing team change their shot. Can you talk a little bit about that? It's more of a gift than it is a skill, or a skill a gift. What's your thoughts about that?
I just think there's a mental part of the game, and I think when guys are going to the basket, they're aware of his ability to change and block shots, and sometimes just seeing him, feeling him, knowing he's there, maybe that just has an impact on drivers and guys trying to finish, and he just goes and gets a lot of them. So he's earned it. He changes the game for us defensively. He's very, very special.
Along those lines, Mike, pregame you talked about Sabonis. He had a triple-double within the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter. I think one basket, however, after that. And I know Brook takes pride in some of that. What did you see in the fourth quarter specifically, where maybe DeMontis just wasn't, that forceful, I guess, down the stretch?
Well, I think they had 37 points, so I think he may have assisted on many of those baskets. So we're just talking in the locker room. It was like a heavyweight, 15-round, whatever boxing match, and Sabonis was incredibly impressive, and feel the same way about Brook. They're just two great players, just going at each other. Kind of his best stuff against Brook's best stuff, and I think the fourth quarter, they kind of started going to Herder, and he got hot, and we had a hard time tracking him, and Sabonis was a big part of that. So, but just the whole game, it was a matchup to watch, Brook and Sabonis going against each other, and I think everybody got their money's worth.
Coach, so many times we talk about winning plays, and I only think it records as one rebound for Jay Crowder, but in the fourth quarter, but he had deflections, and he got his hand on the ball. I'm just wondering what you saw from him down the stretch.
Yeah, no, I mean his minutes and the way he impacted the game, and we're down, I think 9 at half, and able to change the game in the third quarter. I think it's a 25-point third quarter defensively for us, and he's chasing off of screens. Getting Sabonis sets some great, sometimes illegal screens, but you got to make the ref call it. You got to play with force. You got to defend with force, and I think Jay getting those kinds of calls, or those are winning plays that we talk about, and other things. He's out there competing, and we need all that.
What do you see from Chris to kind of lean on him late with the playmaking?
Yeah, I think just I think the first half was not our best, and I think down the stretch, just the ball in his hands, and we do that a lot, and it's like falling into a good old habit, and he and Drew and Giannis were good, and Giannis hits. He hits Grayson for the big corner three, and just some really good execution. And he makes a tough shot over Sabonis, and then one time he gives it up to Giannis, and Giannis kicks it for a three against a double team. So just the guys, everybody kind of played together and executed. And Chris sometimes is that guy that's kind of at the point of it.
Speaking of, so I want to go back to a remark you made before, the Bucks' ability to change the game. A game like this that was so fast-paced, so aggressive from the jump, can you speak on that ability, and what is that ability to change that kind of pace?
Well, I think that Sacramento, we talked a lot about the pace, but they're playing with force too. There's an aggressiveness and a physicality that they mirror up with that, with the pace. And so I think for us, to kind of hopefully match that, feel that in the first half, and come out in the second half, and we want to be a team that is known for playing with our pace and with our force and with our physicality. And so I think in the second half we had a little bit more of that, and we have the players to do it. We have the ability to do it, and just feel fortunate that I think our guys picked it up and went to that.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
Very good.